Hey, um, what up, what up? I am feeling great out here in my new home with my sweet creatures and my sweet boyfriend. Loving life, watching the bees fly around, watching the flowers grow and bloom. And I just wanted to make a video on some thoughts about flat Earth. I feel like there's plenty of videos out there with proofs and experiments and engineers who write up their math for those of you who like that stuff. I'm showing that the Earth is level, with grades of mountains or whatnot. But I just wanted to talk about maybe the drama aspect of flat Earth. And I think that there are a lot of programmed responses for anything in our, society. Like a programmed response for, let's see, what did I think about earlier? Oh, like here's an example. Like when someone says, oh, homeschooling, the first programmed response that people usually say is, how are your children going to socialize? Like, seriously, you think that my children aren't going to socialize just because I'm teaching them school? And there's different programmed responses for all things that aren't very accepted in our society, and I just think that's very, very strange, and I'm starting to notice those more often. So the programmed response for, the Earth is flat is like, one is Columbus sailed around the Earth and found America, and so that proved the Earth was round. Like, that's what Americans are told. And, another one is like, the Earth is flat, and then it's like, okay, if the Earth is flat, why aren't you falling off the edge? And you just have to think about, people are programmed so much to say these responses that everyone says, and it's very strange, like, that schooling has done this to us. It's abuse from the schools growing up. Sorry, I'm like a little nervous for some reason talking to the camera alone. But it's so ridiculous that people don't accept that they could have been lied to. A lot of us do. I see, there's groups on Facebook, and my whole Facebook family, they love questioning stuff. But when you are online and you have these people around you on social networks, it seems like, oh great, there's tons of us. But then you go out in the real world and you realize there's not that many of us. A lot of us are able to accept now that food is being grown with poisons, and people know what organic is and all that stuff, but there's other things that they just kind of won't go there, because growing up in school, we weren't taught that food is poison or not poison, and so when someone says, oh, eat organic, there's no programmed response for that. And then the programmed responses have emotional attachments to them, like anger and confusion and whatever the word is for not accepting that you can be lied to by your authorities. And it's really frustrating for us that, don't have a programmed response coming out all the time. Because when I first found out the Earth is flat, which I think it was some Eric Dubay and blah blah video, and I just instantly thought, duh, how could we not seen this before? Obviously it's flat. And for me, it was such an obvious feeling that I thought everyone would just be so accepting of this idea, and the thought that the airplanes just fly, and There's no curvature, and, you know, you look up at the sky, and some days it's completely still, and some days it's super windy, and some days the clouds are moving this way, some days they're moving that way. And then you realize that other folks aren't that accepting of such a idea because of the programmed response. They've been programmed to have a response to this particular theory, conspiracy, whatever you want to say, you know? Just like homeschooling. They don't want everyone to start homeschooling their children, because then they wouldn't have control over teaching them that the earth is round, or that you need to watch Bill Nye in science class. You know, they wouldn't have control, so they have the program response, oh, you can't socialize because you're being taught by your parents. Well, what are you talking about? You can go to the playground. I got friends. I got plenty of people. I'm not in school right now. Am I not socializing? Well, no, not really, but who cares? I don't like socializing. I get online and I like talk to cameras by myself, and I hang out with my doggy. This is my social life right here. This doggy right here. Yes, Jimmy, I love you. And I socialize with the flowers. And I have a few good friends that don't judge me when I say things, you know? School is abuse. People have lots of abusive stories to tell about school. Everybody has a story about how they were teased and whatnot. But I'm going to write down these programmed responses, and you guys can comment, you know, ones that you know as well. Like, gosh, I was riding in the car and I had all these thoughts about them, and then I forgot. Maybe like vaccines would be one of them. Programmed responses like, oh, you're, you know, herd immunity. It's all about herd immunity. Well, where'd you hear that? Who taught you that? Anyways, thanks for chiming in today. And, just freaking crazy world out there. But, you know, it's a blessing. I really like America. I know people talking shit about it. It's crazy in the public world. It's crazy in the media over here. But that's just media. I mean, that's just fake. That's fake life. My life is great right now. I'm really blessed. I got good food around me. I got sweet animals. I have my huge yard. Have my hip-hop kitty. I got good music. I got good laughs. I'm really blessed. We're all blessed. And we, you know, we conspiracy artists, I like to call us, get a little wrapped up in negativity and drama of these terrible things that we've been taught are not happening and are happening, and terrible politics. But we need to also, you know, appreciate and feel the goodness of life, because that's what we're feeding, what we're putting our mind to, you know. I'm sure you guys know that. So keep a good balance of knowledge. And then also being in the moment. Like, just not knowing, you know. Like, yes, I know all this stuff, but I don't know everything. No one does. That's why there's so many people, because maybe everybody in the whole world combined might know everything, but blah, 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 I'm being philosophical. So, bye-bye.